Nvidia just got exposed. The leak RTX 5050 might be their most shameless move yet. Slower VRAM, cut down cores, and they're rushing to launch it next month. That's not even the craziest part. Fake zombie 4090s are showing up in shops. A non-existent 3080 Ti just surfaced on eBay, and Apple's new MacBook might actually be good at gaming. You know the drill. Let's get into it. All right, guys, another fake 4090 surfaced at a shop. Please stop buying expensive cards from third parties, please. All right, check this out. Fake 4090 with laser engraved GA102 GPU exposed by a repair shop. This is a recurring scam. This is the old switcheroo. Nothing screams premium experience like buying a $1,600 GPU that's secretly a Frankenstein 3080 wearing 4090 face paint. That's right, there's a scam involving GeForce RTX 4090 graphics cards that targets customers looking for better deals through unofficial retail channels. It's the perfect opportunity to sell defective cards, heavily used mining GPUs, or units that never worked in the first place. You see all sorts of these things pop up on the used market, which is why you have to be so careful when you're buying used components. The scam exposed by Fittin on YouTube, a repair technician specializing in computer hardware and graphics cards, shows a unit with not just one, but at least two major issues. First, the card doesn't work, which that's not ideal, right? But the real problem is it will never work as an RTX 4090. That's because the GPU inside isn't an AD102 Ada Lovelace chip, but something entirely different. Now, this isn't the first time that this has happened. Do you guys remember the fake GTX 1060s were actually rebranded Fermi cards? It's like watching a bad sequel, but with much higher stakes. At a first glance, they can seem similar in size and memory config, but guess what? They're not the same. GPU-Z is a great tool to look at when you're getting cards like this before you buy them, hopefully. How do you even trust buying GPUs on resale sites anymore? Have you ever been burned on hardware? I want to hear your horror stories. Let me know down below. Do you guys remember the fabled 20 gig RTX 3080 Ti that Nvidia swore never existed? Well, guess what? One just popped up on eBay. Check this out. Ah, yes, the old legendary it doesn't exist trick, huh? Well, this card just popped up on eBay like it's Bigfoot holding a clearance sale. Check this out. Unreleased GeForce RTX 3080 Ti with 20 gigs of memory was spotted on eBay. Turns out Nvidia planned to launch it. Now, I'm guessing that they probably didn't launch this card to protect 3090 sales, if I were to guess. Rumors about the 3080 Ti with increased memory started circulating in late 2020. The graphics card was spotted and even produced by board partners like MSI and Gigabyte. Between 2021 and 2023, multiple custom variants with 20 gigs of VRAM were found. Nvidia never confirmed to be working on the card. They said, no, we would never work on a card like that. It's all lies. It's fake. Well, it's real, at least for a few models. But now we have confirmation that Nvidia also developed a 3080 Ti Founders Edition with 20 gigs of memory. And check out some of these photos of this card. This is what you're missing out on. So you've got a not for sale, development only sticker on there. Oh, just a beautiful card with, and there it is, 3080 Ti. The seller posted an engineering prototype priced at over $2,000. The card is extremely rare. This is the first time a 20 gig Founders Edition has surfaced for public sale. For collectors, it may hold great value, though the asking price seems difficult to justify. Who's buying all of this? This is crazy. Now, here's the thing. If you do end up buying a card like this, good luck using it because the device ID is different from retail cards on stuff like this, so you can't use official drivers. Here's my question for you, my good friends. Would you drop $2,000 on a prototype card just to flex it on Reddit? Or is this just nerd Pokemon cards at this point? Let me know. Okay, listen, I'm actually impressed. This MacBook ran Cyberpunk at 120 FPS. This is crazy. Check this out, guys. Yep, yeah. You heard that right. This MacBook just ran Cyberpunk at 120 FPS, and somewhere in Cupertino, I would imagine that Tim Cook is whispering, "Told you so," while he's sipping a green smoothie. Look at this, boys and girls. The M4 Max running Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, 120 FPS was likely achieved without path tracing. Frame gen support for Apple Silicon Silicon Macs could have made this feat possible. Look at this. The Apple Silicon lineup gets a meaningful bump in gaming performance with the M4 Max, offering top-tier specs thanks to its 16-core CPU and 40-core GPU, to the point where it demonstrated, hey, look, this chipset's running Cyberpunk 2077 at 120 FPS. Turns out settings are a little foggy on what was used to achieve this, but there's one thing for sure. Metal FX, you're gonna see this repeated a bunch in terms of this example of Cyberpunk running on this Mac. Metal FX upscaling. This is upscaling, interpolation, and it's not raw horsepower. You know, ray tracing was disabled. During WWDC 2025, Apple unveiled Mac OS Tahoe, and one of the features added to Metal 4 graphics API was interpolation or frame gen. So this is a relatively new addition to the lineup for Apple. So given that the M4 ran Cyberpunk 2077 at 120 FPS, guess what? We're all suspecting that there was some frame gen involved. Obviously, purists like yourself are not going to call it true FPS, I would imagine. TLDR, they did it with frame gen. So let me know if Apple does keep pushing into gaming with tricks like this. Would you ever game on a Mac? Let me know down below. Uh-oh, somebody's cheating on their test. Nvidia might be copying AMD on the VRAM speed for the RTX 5050. Let's dig into this, shall we? Nvidia GeForce RTX 5050 gets 20 gigabytes per second GDDR6 memory, which matches the Radeon RX 9000 series. Someone was peeking on somebody's homework, taking a couple notes. The upcoming GeForce RTX 5050 graphics card is going to feature GDDR6 memory. There's some back and forth on whether it would be 7 or 6, but this graphics card is something that we've talked about for a while. In fact, ever since the 5060 hit, everyone's been talking about, okay, well, when is the 5050 going to drop? What's it going to look like? Is it going to be $250? Is it going to be less? Is it going to be more? What's going on with this card, right? A lot of questions on the memory used. Finally starting to get some answers, and this is where it gets kind of weird. Despite the poor reception of the 8GB models with the GB206 GPU, Nvidia says, hey, let's run it back with the 5050. And July is when we're looking at a launch on this card. This will be the first and probably the only model featuring the GB207 GPU, which would be the smallest Blackwell processor out there. It's going to have neutered cores, downgraded memory, and they're going to call it next gen. Really a bold move to drop it and call it the 5050 when really it's 4050 super light diet zero types of vibes. So you've got 20 gigabytes per second GDDR6 memory, and then you have a 128-bit bus. This is mirroring AMD's RDNA 4 spec, don't you think? The 2560 CUDA cores means that this thing is sitting way under an RTX 5060. You're basically buying a glorified laptop chip in a desktop shell. So you should expect with this card, if you are planning on getting it, expect entry-level 1080p performance at best, I would imagine. So with this thing mirroring AMD's spec, my question is, are we entering a mid-range spec Cold War era of graphics cards? It sure kind of seems that way. Let me know in the comments down below, would you buy a budget GPU that's this cut down if it meant lower power, lower heat, and a cheaper price? Or has Nvidia milked the cow dry at this point? Let me know what you think down below. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. We will see you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want to keep up with more news, do all of those things. Do them all. Hit all the things. Just do that. Okay, bye.